In Primary 1 of Kisowozi Primary School are over 100 pupils passionately singing and rhyming. With no furniture, children take it easy on the floor, enduring the dust. Others wipe the dust off their eyes and continue singing. The dust is likely to make the children ill later, but all is ignored. Having an education seems to be what is the most important currently. The same applies to Primary 2 and 3. So how are these pupils expected to write? On the bare floor, perhaps, is the best bet. With ripped-off roofs, the sun beats through the classrooms and the children try to dodge the hot rays and huddle together. They are all here to have a universal primary education, by all means, even without furniture or learning materials.
This is Primary 4, 2015. We are at home.
Primary 4 pupils take it easy under the tree because they have no classroom. This means in the event of a rainy day, there will be no school.
Start
at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
This class is fortunate. At least they have shelter and furniture. The headmaster of Kisowozi Primary School is very unhappy with numerous challenges facing his school.
The classrooms are not enough. We have a problem of the sanitation because we are sharing the pit latrine with the teachers and the learners as well. So we have a problem of now teachers, they don't have houses and we commit from very far distances. And the children sometimes when during rainy season we experience the dropout. The children they lack books for writing in, pens to use, sets, and you could find even in primary 7 some they don't have even sets as per now. But they are doing they have done the mocks, but they are ready for the PLE and they don't have sets as well. But because they have been not feeding, they come starving at home and even at school. So as a school, we have come up with an initiative that we come up with the school garden where we can be getting food for them, and we are hoping to start it by August.
It does not end. The Namutumba district has schools in deplorable conditions. This is Huda Islamic Primary School. With a population of 389 pupils, government has provided just 2 classrooms. Teachers therefore have a duty to innovate and manage with the resources available.
The classrooms are not enough. We only have 2 classrooms against 7 classes. Then we don't have the toilets. Toilets which are there is 1 block with 5 stanzas, and 5 stanzas, the 2 for the girls and the 2 for the boys. 1 is for the disabled ones. The other thing is that the scholastic materials are not there, so you may wish to uplift the standard of the school academically, but it may not be possible because what could be supporting you in the teaching are not there. So what's making this to be for is this shed that we apply to school to separate the class. Then the class, this is P4 at the same time. It's a store. Because we put in here firewood. Once we leave them outside, they can be stored. And yet we don't want to overburden the children. So what we do is part of it as the class, then part of it as the store.
How are pupils expected to concentrate in this classroom?
How we get multiples of 4? Yes.
Primary 1 stay under this shed. With no tables, pupils improvise. Some kneel and others sit on the floor. This mosque has 2 classes. A cloth divides the classes.
In this school we don't eat and even we have the teachers are not enough.
The same problem extends to Luuka district. Welcome to Bugambo Primary School. 3 classes are organized in a classroom and 4 classes under trees. That is not the only problem here. Textbooks are also scarce here as well.
I'm the headmaster of Bugambo Primary School.
How many textbooks do you have?
I think they may be around the 12.
For how many students?
I'm having 517.
So is it enough to educate over 500 students with just 12 textbooks?
Not.
Kween has the worst case of infrastructure as compared to Luuka and Namutumba districts. Chikwum Primary School is in the same compound of the district headquarters of Kween. The school has many challenges, including insufficient capitation grant.
Immediately the term begins, it comes, but only that the money is little. 1.2
For how many students?
for 590.
You mentioned earlier, have there been problems where you don't have chalks?
It happens.
So what do you do?
We go and you may be having your own money, you buy. Or when you don't have money, you go and borrow from the bookshop. When the next quarter comes, you replace.
Government principle in providing the same capitation grant across the board to all pupils in government-aided schools may be hinged on equality, but the reality is that it widens inequality.
That's one.
Clearly, the government of Uganda has a lot to do to fulfill the education rights of children across the country. Inequalities that exist between schools in urban centers and rural communities are wide. Rural communities have been heavily discriminated against. The time to ensure for equal education for all is now.